Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home. This is completely illegal, but it's fun. Meet the Kia Carnival, a luxurious MPV that's again loaded with features. This time, we're starting from the rear seat because this car is all about the rear seat. This seat can move sideways, it can move back and forth, and I also have the facility to extend the footrest like this. I mean, this car gives you the ultimate luxury, and that's what Kia is looking at with the Carnival. The Carnival is longer and wider than its main competitor, the Toyota Innova Crysta. This MPV measures 5115 millimeters in length, that's over 5.1 meters long, and it has a wheelbase of 3060 mm, which is more than 250 mm longer than the Innova Crysta, which means space, space and more space. That's what it's all about. The rear seat of the Kia Carnival is all about luxury. You get these individual infotainment systems for both the rear seat passengers. You get automatic climate control, which is 3-zone in this car, so you can driver, front passenger and the rear seat passengers with independent controls. You also get a smart air purifier in here, and there's a 220-volt socket for you to actually sit and use your laptop back here. It has a choice of 3 inbuilt perfumes. It comes with 2 sunroofs, 6 airbags, stability control and plenty of cubby holes and cup holders for storage. You also get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, a reverse camera and wireless phone charging. It even has a remote OOVO app that can monitor and control functions of the Carnival, including starting it through a smartwatch. The rear doors are power sliding, which can be opened even remotely. The boot is electronically operated too. Now the Kia Carnival comes in 3 different configurations. You have a 7-seater, which is this one, the limousine edition. You have an 8-seater, which gets a bench seat in the middle. And then you get a 9-seater, which actually has another row of seats. In the last row of the Kia Carnival, you can actually sit like this. I don't know any other MPV in the country where you can actually sit comfortably in the 3rd row. This is a bus. Now the 3rd row of the Carnival, fairly comfortable. You get your own AC vents over here. There are cup holders everywhere. There's a charging socket and space. Even with all the 3 rows in space, you have 540 liters of luggage space back in the boot. You can hide dead bodies in here. Man, this is deep. The spare wheel is under the floor on the side, so the last row can be folded into the floor. And if you've got the 3rd row down, you've got 1624 liters of space. Enough place to lie down and chill. The overall design is a bit understated. It gets projector headlamps, a subtle use of chrome and 18-inch alloy wheels. So while the best seat in the Carnival is the rear seat, there are times when you'd probably want to drive this vehicle. And the driver is also not shortchanged. There are quite a few comforts up here, like a ventilated driving seat, everything falls to hand. The Carnival has a hydraulically assisted steering, which means it's slightly heavy, but still pretty easy to maneuver in city traffic. But yes, you've got to keep an eye on the dimensions. It's a long vehicle and a wide vehicle. The Carnival is powered by a 2.2-litre diesel engine that puts out about 200 PS of power and 440 Newton meters of torque, and that's mated to an 8-speed torque converter automatic transmission that drives the front wheels. Now this 8-speed, the 8th gear in this is fairly tall. I mean, we were doing 80 kilometers an hour at just about 1250 RPM. That said, it's not really sluggish. There is enough poke in city traffic when you want to just get ahead. But with a weight of around 2 tons, yeah, there is a lot to carry about in this car. One thing I particularly like about the Kia Carnival is its ride quality. it just kind of glides over everything. The suspension is on the softer side. And then there are the NVH levels. It's quiet in here. You don't hear much of the engine noise or road noise in this cabin. While most of you out there would want to compare the Carnival with the Toyota Innova Crysta, this is a segment above. So that's the Kia Carnival. Now, who's going to be a buyer for this? Well, it's going to be positioned above the Toyota Innova Crysta, and this is likely to be lapped up with people with large families. But I think the big target audience are going to be corporates and politicians.